We find ourselves during a precarious time in the history of the great nation of Wakanda, because for the first time ever, its traditional monarchy has been overthrown by a cadre of fundamentalists called the Desturi. This has seemingly led both T'Challa, the now former king of the powerful nation, and his sister, the Princess Shuri, to flee their homeland. However, that's not the worst of it. As we soon find out, Ororo Munroe, aka Storm, has been taken captive by the current ruling regime of Wakanda and has charged her with the most baseless of supposed crimes: witchcraft.
I believe we can move straight to sentencing. Death is the traditional way for dealing with a witch.
Kill me if you want, but do it quickly, because I do not believe for one moment that my husband has abandoned me. T'Challa is coming back for me. He is coming for you.
Let him come. Or have you forgotten? Wakanda has never been conquered.
It's you who are forgetting something. You are not Wakanda. He is.
And if you're wondering how a band of fanatical zealots managed to topple one of the Marvel Universe's most powerful nations, just look to a certain Latverian despot. He's the one responsible for helping these imbeciles. And as the old saying goes, make sure to use all caps when you spell the man's name: Doom. Make no mistake, however, T'Challa and Shuri have not abandoned anyone or anything. Instead, they've gone on a mission to draft as many friends as possible to help rescue their nation and his wife from Doom and the Desturi. Wisely, the sovereign siblings of Wakanda approached some of Ororo's closest friends, the X-Men. On top of that, he has news about Doom's true motives for helping the Desturi overthrow the Wakandan monarchy.
Vibranium. One of our most closely guarded secrets is how vibranium can amplify mystical energies. It's unstable when used that way, and it taps into an energy flow on the quantum level that is virtually infinite. We've never mastered the secret of using magically charged vibranium. I believe Doom has.
To make matters more urgent, we also find out that Doom has taken custody of Ororo deep within the Wakandan vaults. The Latverian tyrant blackmails her to pick the vault's locks. That's because behind that door is the prize he so longs for. The same metal that would amplify his magic and effectively turn him into an all-powerful world ruler: vibranium. But if there's one silver lining here, it's that the two Black Panthers, Shuri and T'Challa, have successfully mounted a counteroffensive against the Desturi-occupied Wakanda, with the help of a few children of the Atom, who have committed to rescuing their beloved Ororo at the risk of an international scandal. In times of war, one must set aside the values they hold so dear. This is a fact that the Princess Regent and the former King of Wakanda know all too well.
The Desturi High Council. Princess, you killed them all. Mein Gott.
This is war.
This is how you deal with traitors.
However, by no means is this the end of the war between T'Challa and Shuri's insurgency and the Desturi-controlled nation. Just outside the royal palace, the Dora Milaje, Wakanda's own warrior elite, have received the order to take the fight to the nation's Desturi loyal armed forces. Meanwhile, in front of the Wakandan vaults, the Latverian despot relishes his imminent victory in true Victor Von Doom fashion.
T'Challa is a defeated man. All that he's left me is a final challenge. Not a lock, but a puzzle. All that remains for me to do is to think as he thinks, as I have been doing ever since I lured him into a trap and nearly killed him. It is not who wins the battles, it is who wins the war.
And as the skirmish rages on outside the vaults, T'Challa soon finds himself face to face with the man responsible for this whole debacle.
I'm giving you a simple choice. What is more important to you, your wife or the vibranium? Reveal to me the key to the last lock in 5 seconds, or I kill the one you love most.
Ultimately, the former king of Wakanda chooses his duty as a husband and allows Doom access to the contents of the vault.
That was delicious. Seldom does one get to savor a victory like this.
Victory?
Victory. The knight earns the princess. Farewell, T'Challa. This game has been most satisfying.
T'Challa attempts to give chase, but it's far too late, as the man in the metal mask disappears when he enters the vibranium vault. In the aftermath of the battle, it's pleasant news to learn that T'Challa and Shuri have reclaimed Wakanda from the Desturi and rescued Ororo with the help of the X-Men. But as with all defeated factions, fringe Desturi cells still continue to mount insurgencies against the nation. On the other hand, our heroes have a far more pressing problem because the one and only Dr. Doom has successfully taken all of Wakanda's vibranium reserves after his standoff with T'Challa. So they sought the help of Marvel's first family, the Fantastic Four, to reclaim their rightful stash. More concerning is the fact that Doom was even able to take the vibranium in the first place, given that Wakanda had placed a mystical lock on it, one that requires any who wish to claim the precious metal to bear themselves in front of Wakanda's patron god and prove themselves worthy of the treasure. But as we soon discover, Doom might just be the right man for this task.
I am Bast, cat god of Egypt, panther god of Wakanda. Lie to me, Doom, and I will devour you.
I know who you are, and I know that when I stepped through that arch, my life was forfeit. But know this, I give to you what I have given to no one else. I open my mind and heart and soul to you.
With that, the inquest of Doom begins. Eventually, we learn that the mad Latverian despot might not be as he seems. As he puts it,
My methods are a means to an end, no different than pruning weeds in order to let an orchid flourish. Those who stand in the way of my vision oppose me because they fear me. But more than that, they fear what I represent. Change. Do you know why I despise Richards and T'Challa? Because never once have they reined in their own self-righteous arrogance long enough to try and see what I see. Never once have they asked me, why? Do you want to know? Love. Measure my crimes against what mankind does to itself, and I am a saint.
with his forbidden knowledge, Doom tells the Panther God that he has seen all possible futures that Earth is headed for. Each one of them leads to nothing but ruin, save for one.
In one possible future, mankind becomes united. Cures for all diseases are found. Global conflict ends. Hunger is abolished. Education is universal, and no one goes without. 10,000 futures have I looked at. 100,000, and in only one does mankind finally unite and flourish and survive. Only one. Doom World.
Ultimately, Bast comes to a decision, and it's one that might surprise even the most jaded of superhero comic book fans.
I, too, have looked into the million pathways of the future. I, too, have seen the one path that leads to a world without evil, without hurt, without want. And though my own soul cries out in denial, I must act according to the truth. Though your methods are abhorrent and vile, your intent is pure. You have passed the test. The vibranium is yours to take.
And as our heroes scamper around the globe to locate Wakanda's prized metal, we discover that Doom has already used the stash to craft a vibranium-powered Doombot army of his own. Soon after, T'Challa, Shuri, and the rest of their allies find themselves embroiled in a seemingly unwinnable war. For every vibranium-enhanced Doombot they destroy whenever they hit one of Victor's factories, more just rise up deadlier than before. The Mad Despot knows this.
They will not find what they are seeking. They will discover only traps. They will discover their doom.
Eventually, even Shuri herself would fall in battle. To make matters worse, T'Challa and Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, receive more alarming news about their ongoing efforts.
Are you sure you're all right?
We lost over 30 Dora Milaje. No, my love, I'm far from all right.
With their casualties mounting up quickly, T'Challa is forced to go to extreme lengths to take down the mad Latverian.
Damn it, Reed. This isn't some logic puzzle for you to solve. This is a war, and we're losing. My people are dying out there. We've lost contact with your wife, your friends. We can't win if we keep playing by the rules.
T'Challa,
No more theorizing. I've already made the calls. Shuri was right all along. The only way to win this was to go straight for the throat.
What do you mean? What have you done?
As we soon discover, this secret weapon T'Challa has been hiding comes in the form of an old man named Igor. And right now, Igor has made his way to Latveria's borders.
That's far enough, Igor. God, don't you Symkarians ever bathe? Let's have your papers. Don't make me ask twice.
Gustav, I think we have a
problem?
It's pronounced Igor.
Arg.
It only takes the one and only merc with a mouth a few minutes to infiltrate Doom's private estate, carving up a bloody path along the way.
Doomy, I'm home!
Soon after, Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool, finds himself inside T'Challa's secret laboratory. Although he successfully sabotaged Doom's castle, the despot was nowhere to be found. So the old king of Wakanda proposes a more direct approach to dealing with their adversary.
I've taken all of that into consideration, Reed.
Oh, who are they?
Your backup, Mr. Wade, a special Wetworks team of Dora Milaje elite, the Midnight Angels.
Do you believe in love at first, second, third, and fourth sight?
Make no mistake, though, Shuri and the others aren't just standing by. The Black Panther Princess, with the help of her genius weapons developer, has managed to mess with Doom's funding, effectively bankrupting his war. On the other hand, Reed has called upon James Rhodes, aka War Machine, to lend our heroes a helping hand. Eventually, Deadpool and the Midnight Angels reach Doom's castle.
But I just came from there! Oh, right. Secret underground lab, sensor shielded. Jeez. I'm about one white cat away from a James Bond movie.
Meanwhile, T'Challa hits us with one of the most chilling lines you could ever hear from a superhero king.
If war is the only answer, then we will shatter the pillars of heaven. There is nothing I would not do to stop him.
The problem is that T'Challa's gambit appears to be cut short when Doom himself catches wind of the intruder inside his secret lair.
Guys, I think we may have a bit of a
Shortly after, we find that Doom has subdued Deadpool and is now in the final phase of his grand plan. The billions of euros he lost and the Doombots he sacrificed all gave way to this.
I can already feel the ley lines of the entire planet warping to connect me to every fragment of vibranium on Earth. One last thing remains, and then the doorway opens to my destiny.
On the other hand, T'Challa, Shuri, and the rest of their faction realize they need to pool their forces together now that Doom has basically ascended into vibranium-powered godhood.
The vibranium. I can feel it. Every atom of it. Everywhere. Each fragment, like a cell in my body. I once possessed the Silver Surfer's power cosmic and held the cosmic cube in my hand. But nothing compares to this. When vibranium crashed to Wakanda in that ancient meteor, it seeded the Earth with trace particles. Those particles are everywhere, which means I am everywhere. The Earth itself has become my weapon, my fist. The world is mine.
With that, what once was a conflict between Doom and Latveria has become a global incident. The heroes of the Marvel Universe at large each do their best to keep their own borders safe from Doom. But as Tony Stark puts it,
this is spreading like wildfire. We're all going to fight this here. Now, we can't help T'Challa. You have to stop Doom, no matter what it takes, no matter what it costs.
Soon after, Deadpool, Shuri, and the rest of our heroic faction bring the fight to the supercharged Latverian God King.
Come out and fight.
A short parley between T'Challa and Victor ends as you'd expect, in blood and metal.
Kill them all.
Eventually, the former ruler of Wakanda and the Hooded God King find themselves locked in direct confrontation.
You are stronger than you were, T'Challa. But you do not learn. I have won this war. I have earned the right to the vibranium just as you have lost it. You've squandered it, hoarded it, taken it for granted. You peddle it in fragments and yet boast of its benefits. At least I have a purpose for it. A nobler and more generous purpose than any that have come from Wakanda in 10,000 years. For 10,000 years, your culture has been defined by it. Your history, your pride, your technology, even your honor depends on it. A metal, a rock that fell from space. You don't even know what you'd be without it.
In response, T'Challa acknowledges everything that the Mad Despot has just said. Because even though Victor Von Doom is a classic bad guy, the man almost always has a point.
You are right about many things, about me and my country. We have allowed ourselves to be corrupted, weakened by the very thing that gives us our strength, like an arm withering behind a shield. But no more. You crippled me, Victor, and yet here I stand, stronger than ever. I share guilt with you. I've allowed my country to become crippled in its dependence on vibranium. Honor does not come from a thing. Honor comes from within, from courage, and from the strength to make hard choices. I don't know what my future is, or what will become of my country, but I do know that Wakanda will find its courage, and it, too, will rise to stand tall and more powerful than ever. And we will do it with honor.
And with that, T'Challa pulls out a MacGuffin from his pocket, one that instantly ends the war between Wakanda and Doom.
It's gone, Victor. All of the processed Wakandan vibranium, gone, transformed into a useless and inert form.
On the other hand, Doom might be defeated, but this move has also rendered Wakanda without its most prized commodity. Still, it is a small price to pay for T'Challa, Shuri, and the rest of their nation to be able to rebuild and move on with their lives, free from the clutches of a mad Latverian tyrant and the temptation of vibranium. Even sweeter, they have friends out there to help. That's all for now, guys. We hope you loved watching this video and can't wait to discuss it with you in the comments section below. Please don't forget to give us a like, share, subscribe, and turn on all your notifications for more content like this. Feel free to check out the next video as well. We're sure you're going to love it. Until next time, take care.